becomes.
And what brought you there?
That's difficult to answer.
Could you give me some idea?
Offhand, I can't.
Whose idea was it that you come here? What happened that ended up with your being here in the hospital?
It's because I used to be mental.
Mental? I used to be mental, mentally sick. I became sick so quick that it was mental. I used to be mental, an accidental slip. I lost my grip, I tripped and I became mental. I used to be mental, fundamentally ill. I'd feel a chill and it would be me going mental. I used to be mental, then eventually they sent me away to stay with the mental. One day I was wandering, but I wasn't really wandering. I'd found a hidden space in the place where I'd long been lodging. The echoes were resentful, they said, isn't it coincidental how everyone in this place seems to know a lot about being mental? I said mental. I used to be mental, that's why I'm in this place, just in case there's a cure with potential. Suddenly the echo stopped, it went dark, everyone had started to laugh. I gasped and realised that the doctors and staff, they were all mental. I used to be mental, they locked me away and all that they could say to me was that I had gone mental. I used to be mental, I'd be alone and I'd talk to myself, but then someone else would say that I was mental. I used to be mental, the change was incremental, subtly and silently developmental. The tension, the apprehension, it was seriously suspenseful. I suspected people expected me to be completely mental. I was sat with my knees to my chest with opposing palms pressed to my knees. I was wet through with the rain, but again the wind was whispering to me. Its whispers were subtle, what it was saying unsettled. I asked it to stop, but it would not, and it was starting to send me mental. And I thought, mental? Wouldn't that be dreadful? One of us has to remain sane, or else who knows what we resemble. So with a tremble I then assembled all the essential, central, detrimental, but evidential, consequential potential for me to be seen going mental. I dug a hole and I found some worms, but the worms were ignoring me. I couldn't work out how to dig myself out and thought, well, that's a pity. The worms, they struggled, they're squirming, unhelpful. They couldn't grasp, I only wanted to ask if they thought I was mental. I shouted, mental? Do you think that there's potential? Because I'll be honest, I'm feeling a little bit temperamental. Then suddenly it went silent, then speaking in a tone so judgmental. The worms turned and told me coldly that I'd obviously gone mental. I used to be mental, mentally devoid, but apparently paranoid to the point that I became mental. I used to be mental, but terrible existential torment meant I was head to some extent completely mental. I used to be mental, but the treatment that was confidential was sadly experimental. And then the worms that wiggle and squirm, they all confirmed my concerns that the treatment had turned out without a doubt to send me mental. I used to be mental, I thought that I was special, but the specialist said that's psychosis and I'm mental. I used to be mental, but the wind's whispers were cold and terrible, always telling me tales to send me mental. I used to be mental, so I dug a hole and I found some worms, but the worms all confirmed my concerns. And then, so with that, like a stick I snapped, head held back, cackling at the fact that I had in fact gone fucking mental. I've gone